So dear children, let us learn the properties of fractions. So in my last class, I taught you the different types of fractions, right? So let us learn the properties. So the first property of the fraction, it is say that suppose any fraction, okay, when we multiply this fraction, okay, both numerator and denominator by same number, or when we divide it by same number, then they are equal to each other. Okay, so 3 by 5 will be equal to this as well as this, right? So the second one, it is said that suppose 3 by 5 is a fraction and its multiplicative inverse, means it's reciprocal. Its reciprocal will be 5 by 3, isn't it? So when we product it, we will get 1. So this is your second property of the fraction. I hope the first one and the second one is clear to you. So let us see the third one. So what does it say? So in third properties, it is said that whole number, okay, any whole number can be a fraction. Why? Because we know that any whole number, okay, the denominator will always be 1. There will be 1, right? So this can be written as a fraction. This is the third property. The fourth property, it is said that suppose a by b is a fraction and b cannot be equal to 0. So b is the denominator, right? It means denominator cannot be 0. So 1 by 0 is not a fraction. 0 by 1 can be a fraction, okay, but not 1 by 0. And the fifth one, it is said that suppose the two fractions are given. Suppose the fifth property, 2 by 3 and 4 by 3 or 4 by 4. When we add this 3 or 4 by 5, when we add this 2, then what happens? Whatever the sum we get, okay, or the new fraction will get, this fraction will lies between these two fraction, right? So these are the 5 properties of a fraction, all right? So I hope that it is clear to you the different types of fraction and this properties, right? So in next class, in next video, I shall be explaining you the comparison, okay? So how to compare the fraction. So keep watching the video. Okay. So dear children, let us try to understand how to compare the given fraction. Suppose two fractions are given, then how will you compare? How will you know that which one is greater or which one is smaller, right? So for that, there are some rules. So first one, suppose there are two fractions given, a by b and c by d, and suppose you have to find out that a by b is smaller than c by d. For that, what you have to do is that we have to cross multiply this, a into d and c into b, means if a by b is smaller than c by d if a into d is smaller than c into b. So here you see 2 by 3 is one fraction, 4 by 5 is another fraction, correct? So 2 into 5 is smaller than 4 into 3. This is 10 and this is 12, correct? I hope that this is clear, the first one. Now you see the second one. Now we have to check that a by b is greater than c by d. When it is possible when a into d is greater than c into b. So a is, suppose the fractions are 2 by 3 and 4 by 11. So 2 into 11 is a 22 and 4 3 is a 12. So 2 into 11 is greater, right? It means 2 by 3 is greater than 4 by 11. Then the third one is a by b is equal to c by d. So when we will know that both the fractions are equivalent. So in such case, the multiplication, when we cross multiply it, their value should be equal, right? So 2 into 27 is how much? 54. Similarly, 6 into 9 is 54. So this is for when two fractions are given, right? Now, when more than two fractions are given, then how will you know that which one is greater? So for that, we have to take LCM. Okay. Suppose 2 by 3, 4 by 5 and 1 by 2. So for that, we have to take LCM. So its LCM will be 5 3s are 15, 15 2s are 30. So its LCM will be 30. Now what we have to do next, we have to make everyone's denominator same. So how we will do it? By making it equal to 30 to the LCM. Suppose 2 by 3. So how will you get 30 as a denominator? When we will multiply 10, right? So if we are multiplying 10 with denominator, then we have to multiply 10 with numerator as well. So we will get 20 by 30. Next is 4 by 5. So 5 into 6 and 4 into 6. 6 4s are 24 by 30. Then the last one is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 15 into 15. So 15 by 30. So if we can see the denominator are same now, right? So how did we make it? By taking LCM. Now you see the numerator. So which one is the greater? This 24 is the greatest. So this is the greatest than all. Then next is your 20 and then 15. So this is how we can compare the given fractions. Okay, if the fractions given is more than 2, then we have to compare the fraction by this method. All right, I hope that the comparison is clear to you. So in my next class, I will start exercise question and answer. Till then, children, do revise all the methods and the types of fraction that you have learned till today's class. All right. So I will see you in my next class, and we will continue solving exercise questions. So this is all for today's class. I'll see you in my next class. Till then, take care.